Hey guys, today I want to talk about what's coming in the future for Beyblade X and just some thoughts on where that CX line could take us, right? So I'm going to put the graphic up here. You should be able to read it. If not, we're just going to cover it anyway. All right, it's kind of fuzzy, but whatever. All right, so rounding off towards the end of the year, we have the new the dual gear stadium. We have Samurai Saber. We have Crimson Goda, whatever. We've got with a Dronzer remake. We have all of these coming up to try and get us through the end of the year. And then we're looking at like February 2025 is where this graphic starts. And there's going to be one BX39, which is going to be a random booster. I don't like the random boosters. It's mostly recolors, and we'll probably get one prize bay, right? Whatever. All right, we have March 2025. That is where a lot of things are going to come out. I know that November has kind of robbed our wallets, but March, we're gearing up. It's tax season, right? Like, they really want to bank on that. So first, we're getting a new launcher. It's going to be BX40, which is going to be a new launcher. In my opinion, because it's right on the heel, or it's right before some rubber grips that are going to be BX41 and 42. And we're seeing rubber grips in the Samurai Steel blade release, right? We're getting that rubber grip launcher, which is going to be a pull cord. So I really think BX40 is going to be possibly a string launcher of similar make with some rubber grips on it. I think there's going to be rubber in it somehow. A lot of things are, and I like the rubber grips. I like the new launchers. As you guys know, I am a huge advocate for the actual launchers. I feel like the blades we choose are only a piece of the battle that we have. Launching, angles, being able to control it, like fine tuning your launch angles, all of these things, like tactile precision, right? With our hands, being able to get that repetitive, consistent launch each time, adding grip, as you've seen my launcher, that's just something that I believe in. So being able to add rubber to the grip is going to add for more consistent launches. I'm going to still continue to use my launcher. I highly advocate you guys picking these up if you don't have the means to build your own or to customize your own. Only because I'm 6'2", 220 pounds. These launchers are not made for people my size, right? I have larger hands. They're made for smaller people, right? So, and I'm going to leave it at that. Then we have BX43, which is a gear case. We already have a gear case, so I don't really know how this is going to go. But we do have a gear case coming out. Then we get into the meat and potatoes, if you will. We have CX 1 through 4. Right, CX 1 and 2 are going to be starter A and B. Those are going to come with a launcher. They're going to come with a blade. CX 3 is going to be a booster. CX 4 is going to be an entry set. So I don't know. We have starter A and B. I'm guessing those are going to be probably some form of drawn blade and some form of incendio blade. I'm guessing whatever those iterations are in season 2. CX3 is going to be a booster. I'm guessing since Multi from the anime has so many blades that this is just going to be her blade to go alongside with the drawn blades and the incendios. CX4 is an entry set. So the entry set, I think, is going... The last entry set that I know of is the Hasbro entry set with 2 blades and a stadium. Then we have... So I don't know what that's going to look like, right? moving around in my chair, so the camera's moving. But we might be getting 2 blades in a stadium. It's probably just going to be a recoloring of the Takara Tomy Stadium, the current one, not the double gear stadium. It's not going to be a gimmick stadium. I'm guessing it's just going to be another recoloring of that current stadium with 2 blades and 2 launchers, right? 2 winder launchers. Then we have BXG13 BX00 starter. Now, the BX00 has always been kind of those throwback blades, right? With, Drigger, Dronzer, El Drago. We haven't seen Drasil yet, right? It's been teased. Dragoon, the anniversary set, like that whole thing has been up for pre-order for a while, but we haven't seen Drasil. So I'm really thinking that this might be Drasil, but a cool thing about Drasil is that now we're seeing, Nightmail, where it has the ball bearings in it. Original Drasil had ball bearings. So, or one iteration of Plastic Gen, just Drasil had ball bearings. So that would be cool if they implemented the ball bearing gimmick from Nightmail into their Drasil release, and that would kind of line up with this March 25 release, right? Giving us a BX00 Drasil would be amazing. I just really like the idea of that. April 2025, we have UX14 starter, so that's going to be another UX blade. And then we have CX5, a random booster. So that's going to probably come with a few recolorings of other blades, but give us that 5th CX blade. And then in May, we have CX6. Now, we don't see any more BX line going into April. And at the moment, we don't see any UX in May. So CX looks like it's kind of dominating that that release line, right? Not sure, with each generation, right, we've seen some form of change. BX blades are mostly metal for the blade portion. And I'm specifically talking about the blade portion in their changes, because you can swap ratchets and bits between all of them. But once UX started to come out with the enhanced, whatever of the blade, you have more plastic in that blade. Specifically, I'm looking at like a Leon crest, right? You look at Leon Claw, which is the majority of that blade is metal. Then you have Leon crest, where you have a thick layer of plastic and then more metal up top. But once that UX line launched, then all of the BX blades had to enhance with it, right? So this is going to be interesting to see, because, and I don't know the thought process behind the UX to BX, ratios, but once that UX line started to come out, the BX lines started to gain gimmicks. They started to gain, different bits, different ratchets. All of these things started to change in different variations as we went along. But what will happen when CX comes out to the BX line, as it starts to fade out, right? In March, it starts its slow decline. But UX, what happens to UX now that CX, and where is that next evolution? I think that's a thing that a lot of Baytubers are speculating on right now, is what is that evolution of the CX blade? C, for the custom line, are you going to be able to interchange parts? Are you going to be able to swap now blades? Which would be interesting. If you had, a metal upper and a plastic lower, and you could swap that. But now you're making 4 pieces where, the BX and UX blades only have 3. So there may be another layer that they're adding in. There have been a lot of things thrown around, of different ways that these can be combined. What are some of the things that you guys think are coming in that CX line? right? If it means custom line, what do you guys think that is? Where are you stacking these CX blades? Are they going to be as revolutionary as Wizard Rod? Wizard Rod was one of the first UX blades to release, and Wizard Rod has dominated the meta, has dominated tournaments worldwide for so long until more parts started to come out. See one of my other videos, your blade sucks, at the moment. Because there are parts that are coming out that could make those blades relevant again. Just off top of the head, everybody disliked Cobalt Dragoon when it first came out. The left spin bay, nobody liked it really. Nobody was really running it in meta. And now with Elevate, it is the ultimate spin stealer, and people are running it like crazy, right? It is in almost every deck everywhere. People are running that thing wild. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this upcoming release schedule. Let me know what you think the CX line is leading us towards, right? What is that next evolution of Beyblade? Do you guys think that there are too many lines? Are these things coming out too fast? Should we have stayed in UX for a little bit longer before the CX line is released? Let me know your thoughts on all of these down below. And hey, as always, if you guys have made it this far in the video, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal day.